Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, I don't know, you're not audible.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry, I was, let me quickly open it again. I just rebooted my system. Can you see my screen, all of you? Now we will start with the invocation prayers. Sorry, my audio for some reason, though I rebooted, it was not working, so again rebooted. Sorry about that. So, any volunteers who would like to recite the invocation prayers, please? Which is on the screen. Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
So, okay, let me try to recite today then. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, welcome dear devotees, and today we'll be doing the last verse of Queen Kunti's prayers, and then let's do like a quick revision of all the prayers. Anybody knows where Queen Kunti's prayers start? What verse, in which chapter, and which canto? Anybody would like to answer? Okay, it starts at 1-8-18. Like if you see 1-8-18. So it starts at 18 and it goes on till the 43rd verse. Okay, last time we saw until 42. So this time we will see 43rd verse. Okay, so I'll need one volunteer to actually recite after me. Anybody would like to volunteer?
I will volunteer.
Everybody is very quiet today.
I will volunteer, Mataji.
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
This is a very beautiful verse, right? Shri Krishna,
Shri Krishna,
Krishna Sakha,
Krishna Saka,
Vrishni,
Vrishni,
Rishabhavani,
Rishabhavani,
Dhrug.
Drug,
Dhrug.
Drug,
Yeah. Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha
Sri Krishna Krishna Sakha,
Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug.
Vrishni Rishabhavani Drug,
Rajanya Vamsha
Rajanya Vamsha,
Dahanana
Dahanana,
Apavarga Virya.
Apavarga Virya,
Rajanya Vamsha
Rajanya Vamsha,
Dahanana Apavarga Virya.
Dahanana Apavarga Virya,
Govinda Godvija
Govinda Godvija,
Surarti Haravatara.
Surati Harava Tara,
Yogeshwarakhila Guru
Yogeshwara Akila Guru,
Bhagavan Namaste.
Bhagavan Namaste.
Yeah, so this is, in that what is it? Brahma Samhita prayers, that same kind of meter. Okay, we can sing it in that. Anybody has problems with any of the words? Dahanana Pavarga. That is the, it's a combination. Dahana and Apavarga. So that's the combination. Dahanana Pavarga. Rishabhavani Dhruv. I think the other words, Haravatara. Yogeshwara Akhila combined to make Yogeshwara Akhila. It's easy only, right? It's not too tough, the words. We're kind of familiar. Okay, let's try to recite. Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Drug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Drug.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahananu Apavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Apavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Harava Avatara.
Haravatara.
Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surati Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surati Haravatara.
Yogeshwara Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Drang.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishava Vrishni
Vrishni
Rishabhavani Drang.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Apavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Apavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surati Hara Avatara.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surati Hara Avatara.
Yogeshwara Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Khila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug.
Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Drang.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha Dahanani Apavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija Surati Haravatara.
Govinda Godvija Surarti Hara Avataram.
Yogeshwara Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yogeshwara Akila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Yeah, very nice, Prabhuji. You recited so beautifully. So let's, Prabhuji, any words stand out to you in this verse? So many words, right? We are kind of familiar with. You want to share, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. Sakha means Krishna is the friend.
Krishna Sakha means?
Friend. Krishna Sakha means friend of Krishna, Mataji, or
Yeah, who is the friend of Krishna here being referred to?
here in pertaining to everyone
Who is
is
Krishna's friend? Who is in the mood of Krishna's friend?
Kunti
Arjun
Devi,
Mataji.
maybe.
Sorry?
Kunti
Yeah,
Devi.
Arjuna is Krishna's friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sri Krishna is referring to whom?
Lord Krishna himself, no, Mataji?
Yeah, Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna, Krishna Sakha, and who? Vrishni. Who is Vrishni?
Dynasty, no, Mataji? Vishnu.
Yeah, dynasty Vrishni Rishabha. Rishabha means king. So Vrishni Rishabha, who is the king?
Rishabh, sorry.
Who is the king of the Vrishni dynasty? It is Krishna again.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Very nice. Yeah. Any other words that stand out to you, Prabhu? Like Rajanya Vamsha, Dahanan.
Vamsha means he is the king of all the Vamshas, Mataji.
Yeah,
Raja.
Rajanya Vamsha means the kingly Vamshas. Dahana means it's a very common Indian word, Dahana. Kill also. Dahan means to kill, right? Like,
Okay.
or conquered, like, So he conquered the kings. And then Apavarga Virya. Apavarga means what is Pavarga and what's Apavarga?
Earlier we read. Yeah. Varga, Apavarga.
Yeah, anybody knows what is Pavarga? Prabhupada often recites it.
Mataji, power refers like per for bha,
Yeah.
and
Papa
like,
Babhama.
yeah, and means opposite of that, beyond power. Like in power, we do the hard work like parishram. For parishram, for means fame. Bha means like Prabhupada refers to means when one gets frustrated after doing so much hard work.
Yeah,
We just
Berthata. Yeah.
go, bha means bhai means fear and ma means mrityu, death. So we have to go beyond that per work, like
Yeah.
so upper world, upper world.
So nice, Mataji. Like you rightly said, the Papa Babhama is referring to the material realm, right? Because in this material realm, we have all these 5 things. Parishram, like people work hard, they don't know that this life is meant for actually realizing the Lord, but they simply keep working hard, either to make money or to make fame or to do something to please somebody, something like that. So Papa. So, like when they work so hard, like what happens, painy, like the foam comes in the mouth, right? Like for the animals we've seen when they work hard, the foam comes in the mouth. So pa ba byarthatha. So like useless labor they're doing, and bha is bhaya, and they're always full of anxiety, right? They're always full of anxiety. This is kuntha, and vaikuntha is the transcendental realm, and ma is mrityu. So we cannot escape death. So all these 5 things are existing in this Pavarga. So Apavarga Virya, who is the Lord of the Apavarga? Krishna, right? So Krishna is the Apavarga Virya. Govinda, go means what? Anybody?
Senses.
Yeah, senses. Another meaning is?
Cow.
Very good. Dvija means?
Twice.
Brahmins, yeah. Very good. Like twice initiated or Brahmins, like that. Sura means?
Devatas.
Yeah, very good. Devas or Devatas, like that. So, Go, Dvija, Sura, Artihara. Artihara means we have heard in that verse, right? In Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu. So Arthi Hara means Hara means to
remove
yeah,
from this.
remove. Arthi is distress. Very good. Yeah. Avatara. So what he does to remove the distress, he descends Avatara. And then Yogeshwara Akhila Guru. Yogeshwara means, what does it mean?
Highest
Another name of Krishna.
Yeah, Yoga Ishvara. Ishvara means the Lord
Correct.
of the mystic yogas. Like Akhila Guru means, Akhila means
Whole
Com-
world.
world.
complete.
Yeah, very good. All the creation. Guru means the spiritual master. Bhagavan Namaste, like offering the obeisances. Very beautiful verse. Right? Let's see how Prabhupada has translated. The words are at least familiar to us, right? Like it's not too new. The last few verses, the words were kind of tricky. I never could guess also. Yeah. Any volunteers who would like to read the synonym and translation, please?
Mataji, I can try, Mataji. Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
please go ahead.
Sri Krishna, synonyms: Sri Krishna, O Sri Krishna; Krishna Sakha, O friend of Arjuna;
Vrishni,
Vrishni, of descendants of Vrishni;
Rishabha,
Rishabha, O chief; Avani, the earth; Driruk, rebellious; Rajanya
Rajanya
Vamsa, dynasties of the kings; Dahana, O annihilator; Anapavarga, without the deterioration of; Virya, prowess; Govinda, O proprietor of Golokodama, go of the cows; Dvija, the Brahmanas; Sura, the demigods; Artihara, to relieve distress; Avatara, O Lord who descends; Yogishwara, O master of all mystic powers; Akhila, universal; Kuro, O preceptor; Bhagavan, O possessor of all opulences; Namahate, respectful obeisances unto you.
You want
Should
to
I?
read translation, Mata?
Yes, Mataji, I can.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. O Krishna, jai. O Krishna, O friend of Arjuna, O chief amongst the descendants of Vrishni, you are the destroyer of those political parties which are disturbing elements on this earth. Your prowess never deteriorates. You are the proprietor of transcendental abode, and you descend to relieve the distresses of the cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. You possess all mystic powers, and you are the proprietor of the entire universe. Preceptor of the entire universe. You are the Almighty God, and I offer you my respectful obeisances. Haribol.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mataji. So we see how Prabhupada has translated Anapavarga Virya. So without Anapavarga is without deterioration, because the transcendental things, they don't deteriorate, right? We don't lose them with time. They're all eternal in nature. Sat Chit Ananda, right? Like that we have seen. So without deterioration, Virya, the prowess of the Supreme Lord is ever increasing, right? It never deteriorates. So everything in the spiritual world is always increasing. It's a very nice, beautiful kind of concluding prayer, right? Queen Kunti is offering to Lord Krishna. Like she summarizes everything about him, like how he descends to actually protect, like what is the matching Bhagavad Gita verse for this? Anybody know? Again, we talk of the same theme, like Lord Krishna descends to annihilate the demons.
Paritrana sadhunam Mataji.
Yeah, paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanataya sambhavami. Yeah, so same lines. This verse also she is trying to summarize here, like that. He destroyed all those political parties which were disturbing elements on this earth, and then he also is the proprietor, and he relieves the distresses of the cows, the brahmanas, and the devotees. And he is Yogeshwara Akhila Guru, and she offers her respectful obeisances. Let's do like a quick revision of this Queen Kunti prayers, and I would like, if possible, all of you to volunteer. So 18, 20, 43, it's like 23. Yeah, 25 verses. So 6 of us are there. So at least 4 or 5 verses each of you please recite. Let's try to one time, quickly recite all the Queen Kunti's prayers we learned. Who wants to let me do that advanced mode? Okay. And who wants to start off? Can you all see the screen?
Yes, Mataji. I will start, Mataji.
Okay, you're able to see this chapter, right? Like the online screen. Are you able to see?
Yes, Mataji. We can see the screen, Mataji.
The Veda-based one.
Yeah.
No, Mataji, not visible.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Then let me quickly stop and then again share.
It
Can you
was
all
only.
see now?
Yeah, now it's
Okay,
visible.
Mataji.
Yeah. Okay. Who would like to start, please? Nichana Sim Prabhu, do you want to start, please?
Yes, Mataji. Fine, Mataji. I will do that.
Please do 4 or 5 verses like that.
Yes, Mataji.
Mhm.
Kunte vacha namashe purusham twadiyam
Ishwaram Prakriti
Ishwaram
Param.
Prakriti Param Alaksham Sarva Bhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam Maya Javani Kachanam Agno Adokshajam Avyayam Na Lakshashe Mudhadrisha Nato Natadaro Yataha Tata Parmahamsana Muninam Amalam. Thank you, Mataji.
Amalatmanam.
Yeah. Tata Parmahamsana Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vida Anartham Katham Pashyami Histriyam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Who would like to recite next, please? Anybody want to volunteer?
Yeah, Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Namah Pankajnabhaya, Namah Pankajmaline, Namah Pankajnithaya, Namaste Pankajangraye. यथा ऋषिकेश खलेन देवकी कंसेन रुद्धाति चिरं सुचार्पिता विमोचिताहं च सहात्मजा विभो त्वयैव नाथेन मुहुर्विपद्गणात्.
You want to recite one more time in the proper meter, Mata? This one?
Yes, Mataji, will try.
Go ahead, Mataji.
यथा ऋषिकेश खलेन देवकी कंसेन रुद्धाति चिरं सुचार्पिता विमोचिताहं च सहात्मजा विभो त्वयैव नाथे मुहुर्विपद्गणात्.
Very nice, Mata. This also same meter.
विशान् महाग्ने पुरुषात् दर्शनात् असत्सभाया वनवासकृच्छ्रुता मृधे मृधे अनेक महारथास्त्रतो द्रोण्यस्त्रतश्चास्म हरि अभिरक्षिता.
Very nice, Mata. This is another meter.
विप्रदा सन्तुता शाश्वत तत्र तत्र जगद्गुरो भवतो दर्शनं यत् स्यात् अपुनर्भव दर्शनम्.
Very nice, Mataji. Anybody else would like to volunteer for the next set of verses, please?
Mataji.
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu.
Thank you. जन्मैश्वर्ये श्रुताश्रीभिरेधमानामधः पुमान् नैवार्हति अभिधातुं वे त्वामकिञ्चन गोचरम् नमो अकिञ्चन वित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मा रामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपते नमः.
Very nice, Prabhu. This one.
मन्ये त्वां कालम् ईशानाम् अनादिनिधनं विभुं समं चरन्तं सर्वत्र भूतानां यन्मिथः कलि.
This one.
न वेद कश्चित् भगवं चिरीक्षितं तव हे मानस्य नृणां विडम्बनं न यस्य कश्चित् दयितो असित् करिचित् द्वेषश्च यस्मिन् विस्मामतिर्नृणाम्.
Very nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Would anybody else like to continue from this verse? Who's it? Jashit Mataji, do you want to try?
Mataji, this is Susilpa. It's my son who the name.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know.
But now, mind Mataji, not a problem. But Mataji, this is my first time joining, so I might not go in the.
That's
correct
okay,
way.
Mataji. We can just try.
I'll just try, Mataji. Thank you. Text 30, right, Mataji?
Yeah, this one on this way. Yeah, this one 30 Mata.
Janma karma cha visvatman
Vishwatman.
ajasya kathur atmana tiryan nirsisu yadasu tad atyanta vidambanam.
Vidambanam. Very nice, Mataji. You made very good attempt. And maybe, maybe this time we can listen and maybe next time you can recite Mataji. Is that a good idea?
Yes, Mataji. Sure. Thank you.
Who wants to recite this verse? This is in what meter? Anybody knows?
Brahm Samhita meter you told Mataji.
Ah, very nice. You want to try Mataji this verse?
Yes, Mataji, I will try.
Try.
कोऽप्याददे त्वयि कृतागसीदाम तावत् याते दशाश्वशु कलिलाञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षं वक्त्रं विनीय भावनया सितस्य सा मां विमोहयति भीरपि यद्बिभेति.
Very nice, Mataji. Thank you. This one I will try to recite. केचिदाहुरजं जातं पुण्यश्लोकस्य कीर्तये यदो प्रियस्यान्ववाये मलयस्येव चन्दनम्. केचिदाहुरजं जातं पुण्यश्लोकस्य कीर्तये यदो प्रियस्यान्ववाये मलयस्येव चन्दनम्. अपरे वसुदेवस्य देवक्यां याचितोऽभ्यगात् अजस्त्वम् अस्य क्षेमाय वधाय च सुरद्विषाम्. भारावतारणायान्ये भुवो नाव इवो दधौ सीदन्त्या भूरि भारेण जातो ह्यात्मभुवार्थितः. Anybody else would like to try these verses?
I'll try, Mataji.
Okay, go ahead, Prabhu.
Bhave asmin klishyamananam avidya kama karma bhi shravana smarana arhani karishyani iti kechana.
Karishyani kechana. Very nice.
Karishyani iti kechana. Shranavante gayante granante abhikshana smarante nandante tavehitam jana tayeva pashyanti acharena tavakam bhava pravaho paramam padambujam.
Very nice. Prabhu.
अपि अद्यनस्त्वं स्वाकृतिः तो प्रभो जिहा शशि सुहृदो अनुजीविनः येषं न चन्या भवता पदम्बुजान् पारायणं राजसु जो यजोतम
Yojitam hasam. Yeah, we can sing this in the meter, Prabhu. Apyadyanastvam swakrite hita Prabhu. Like that, can you try?
अपि अद्यनस्त्वं स्वकृते तो प्रभो
Jihasasi svetsahrudo jivanaha.
जिहा शशि सुहृदो अनुजीविना
Yesham na chanyad bhavata padambujat.
येषां न चन्वाद् भवता पदाम्बुजान्
Parayanam rajasu yojitam hasam.
पारायणं
Rajasu yojitam hasam.
राजसो योजिताम् अहसम्
Hasam. Very nice.
असम्.
And this, who wants to recite this verse? We have like what, 4 verses remaining? 5 verses? Anybody would like to volunteer?
May I try, Mataji?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji. केवयं नाम रूपाभ्यां यदुर्हि सह पाण्डवा भवतो दर्शनं यर्हि ऋषिकाणाम् इदेशितु
Very nice one.
ज्ञेयं शोभिष्यते तत्र यथेदानीं गदाधर त्वत्पदेरङ्किता भाति स्वलक्षण विलक्षिता इमे जनपदा स्वेद्धाः सुपक्वोषधि विरुद्ध विरुद्ध वनाद्रिनद्य उदन्वन्तो हेदन्ते तव वीक्षितैः.
Very nice, Mataji. Anybody would like to recite this verse, please? Bharat Prabhu, are you available?
Yes, Mataji, yes. अथा विश्वेश्व विश्वात्मन् विश्वमूर्ते सुखेषु मे स्नेहपाशम् इमं छिन्दी दृढं पाण्डुषु वृष्णिषु.
Very nice. What's her name?
त्वयि मे
Nitin Narsim
अनन्ये.
Prabhu. Sorry, Prabhuji, I interrupted you.
No, Mataji.
You can recite. Nitin Narsim Prabhu, do you want to recite this verse, please?
I'll try, Mataji. Maybe Bharat Prabhu want to continue, Mataji.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay. Fine,
the
Prabhuji.
last 4 verses, I want to give everybody a turn. I'm sorry, I didn't
Okay.
mean to stop you, Bharat Prabhu.
Prabhu, maybe this sloka you recite, then the next sloka I will take.
The next one I'm reserving for the Mataji. Shilpa
Okay,
Mataji.
Mataji. So should I go ahead, Mataji?
Okay, we both can recite the last one. No problem. Bharat Prabhu, go ahead, please.
It's
Yes,
okay,
Bharat.
Mataji.
You decide, like, who wants to decide.
I'm going then, ma.
Okay. go ahead.
त्वयि मे अनन्य विषया मतिर्मधुपते असकृत् रतिम् उद्भताद् अधः गंगे वोगम् उदन्वति.
Very nice. This Shilpa Mataji, do you want to recite today's verse, Mata?
Yes, Mataji, I want to try.
Try.
Mataji, I think it's hard. I can try.
Okay, you can like repeat after me. It's not
Yes,
a
ma'am.
problem. Mata. Shri Krishna Krishna Sakha
Sri Krishna Krishna Sakha
Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrub
Vrishni Ras
Rishabhavani Dhrub
Dhiro Vrishni Rishabhana Dhru
Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Vrishni Rishabhani Bhavani Dhrurug.
Yeah, don't see the verse, just try to repeat after me. Sometimes it's easy like that. Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Vrishti Vrishabhana Dhrurug.
Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhruv.
Vrishti Vrishabhanu
Bhavani Dhruv.
Bhava.
You don't try to read, just recite after me. Bhavani Dhruv.
Bhavani Dhrut.
Yeah, very nice. Rajanya Vamsha.
Rajanyavamsha.
Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Dahanana Vaha.
Dahanam
Dahana
Apavarga Virya.
Apavarga Virya.
Rajanya Vamsha.
Rajanyavamsha.
Dahana
Dahana
Anapavarga Virya.
Dahanana Pavarga Virya.
Govinda Godvija.
Govinda Godvija.
Surarti Haravatara.
Surari
Surarti
Surarthi
Haravatara.
Haravatara.
Yogeshwara Khila Guru.
Yogeshwarakhila Guru.
Bhagavan Namaste.
Bhagavan Namaste.
Very nice, Mataji. Beautifully recited. Nitya Narsim Prabhu, can you? Yeah, thank you, Mata. Nitya Narsim Prabhu, can you recite this verse, please?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Shri
Prabhu.
Krishna Krishna Sakha Vrishni Rishabhavani Dhrug Rajanya Vamsha Dahanano Apavarga Virya Govinda Godvija Surat Haravatara Yogeshwara Akhila Guru Bhagavan Namaste.
Very nice. Everybody is learning, becoming Sanskrit Pandit, by learning Prabhupada's shlokas and translations. So from this verse, we see, Sutta Vacha is starting, so with that, the prayers end. And then this chapter ends, and then, next is Bhishma Stuti. In the next chapter, you can see is, 1 second. Let me try to go there. So we will start with Bhishma Stuti next time. Is it okay? Let's see where the verses start. 12, right? Yeah, verse 12. It starts with verse 12. So 9, 12. And let's see how far it goes. Yeah, until 24. So this is short, right? 12 to 24. It's hardly like 13 verses. No? Yeah. There's 13 verses only in this. It's kind of short. We'll finish this chapter soon, okay? Like the Bhishma Stuti, we can do it like 2 verses per day. It will be nice. Very, very beautiful verses actually. Again, all these prayers are in the same theme, like how Queen Kunti, she starts off, right? Like first establishing the position of Lord Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then she says that the masses, like people are Maya Javnika Chanam, Ajnana Hokshajam, Adhokshajam, Avyayam. So the people are actually, in this Kali Yuga, we do not know, like Ajnana Hokshajam, we do not know Adhokshaja, which is the name for Lord Krishna. And then she says that in the next verse, she goes on to describe how by devotional service, we can kind of get over this ajnana like that. And then so many different qualities she describes how Lord Krishna actually helped her family, like the Pandavas, like that verse which talks of like how he saved them from the lakh house and also from Naradhama, like the man-eater, and so many different pastimes she's trying to relate there. And then the poison cake, Bhima was fed, so many different things. And then she goes on to explain his mystical potencies, right? Like the inconceivable potencies of Lord Krishna, like how even though he's among us, he's not actually one of us. Like so many different potencies of the Lord she describes, and then she also towards the end is glorifying him, in the last verse. Like she kind of summarizes with a beautiful verse like that. Yeah, she also is describing towards the end, like I missed this part. So after describing his inconceivable potencies, she's describing different things, like what will happen when Krishna actually leaves Hastinapura and goes back to Dwarka. She says that everything will lose its beauty, the beauty, like the footprints of Lord Krishna is what is beautifying the place, and they'll no longer be able to see, they will lose all the name and fame they have attained. It is all because of Lord Krishna that they got all that. So all these different kind of things she's describing, and then she ends it with that verse. And in the middle also, before these things, she's also glorifying Krishna's parents, like that, like Vasudeva and Yashoda Maya, like that. So yeah, very nice verses. She touches upon all his close associates and everybody. And let's see here also. Bhishma Devi is starting off with the terrible sufferings and injustices, that happened to the Pandavas. So he starts off with that. And then he also establishes the inconceivable potency of the Lord, and so many nice different prayers he offers. And then towards the end, he says, "May my Lord, who's 400 and whose beautifully decorated lotus face, kindly await me at that." So he is actually fond of the Chaturbhuja form of Lord Krishna. So he wants to see that form of Lord Krishna, like that. So it ends with that verse. And there are other actually verses. In this, like, let me see. It's actually beautiful verses in this chapter, which yeah, you see this verse? He actually sings in Sringara Rasa to Krishna on the battlefield, where Sri Krishna attended Arjuna out of friendship. The flowing hair of Lord Krishna turned ashen due to the dust raised by the hoofs of the horses, and because of his labor, beads of sweat wetted his face. So Krishna was sweating. All these decorations, intensified with the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows, were enjoyed by him. So actually, he looks at Krishna like in a Sringara Rasa, in the form of a lover, like that. That's what our acharyas give in the commentary here, I think, in this verse, right? Yeah. Thus, his throwing of sharp arrows at the transcendental body of the Lord is as good as the worship of another devotee who throws soft roses upon him. So actually, a little bit he delves into like Sringara Rasa, he's admiring kind of the beauty of the Lord, like that. So it's very nice, like the translations and the purports given by the see here. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakura, great acharya and devotee in the humor of conjugal love with the Lord, remarks very saliently in this regard. He says that the wounds created on the body of the Lord by the sharpened arrows of Bhishma Deva were as pleasing to the Lord as the biting of a fiancé who bites the Lord's body directed by a strong sense of sex desire. So, like, they actually, the Acharya gives, Shringara Rasa to this, Rasa, which is between Bhishma Dev and Krishna on the battlefield. So, I mean, it's very beautiful, like, amazing. Our Acharyas can derive, like, so many nice relationships or Rasa. It's very interesting, like, this whole chapter is so beautiful, actually. Next class, maybe we'll start off with Bhishma Stuti, and it's a short one. And yeah, thank you very much, all the devotees. Very grateful to you. because of your association, I am trying to learn some shlokas. So we'll just recite the Vaishnava. Oh, Nityanarasimha Prabhu, you have a question or comment?
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. It is your mercy. Mataji, like this meters, when to
Mhm.
use which meter? Any you have like which chapter or which slokas? Any specific metering is there, Mataji?
Yeah, basically, the meters, chandas like they're called, it's based on the number of syllables, in the shloka. And we usually use only 2 or 3 meters, Prabhu. I can send a recording of the 3 meters which are being used commonly. One is that Brahma Samhita prayers meters. And then the other one is that long, like the 11th chapter Bhagavad Gita kind of this meter. This apyadyanasam sakrate prabhu jihasasi svirsuhrudo. This is another little bit long, meter. And then the usual meter, which we, Niyam shobhishyate tatra yathedanim gadadhara. So 3 meters are used. I will send a recording.
Thank you,
So
Mataji.
this is that Anushtup Chandaha, that common meter which we find in the Bhagavad Gita. These two, I kind of forget the name of it. I know one was that, what is that one? Yeah, I need to look up the names. I kind of forget the meter names. But yeah, there are only 3 meters which are being used. Like this one is, when this one is like the Govinda Madhipurusham prayer. Grananti gayanti grananti granante bhikshnasha varanti nandanti tavehitam jana tavi vavashyanta chirena tavakam navapravaha paramam tapamajam. Or this can be sung actually in that Grananti gayanti granante bhikshnasha Smaranti nandanti tavehitam jara Daiva pashyanta chirena tavakam bhava pravaho paramam padambujam. So this is that other 11th chapter meter, and then the other one. The long other verses is the Brahma Samhita meter. And this is also the 11th chapter meter. Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshana Asat Sabhaya Vanamasa Krishrata. Like that.
Mataji, I think the screen that you're sharing, I could see only the Krishna text. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.9.
Yeah, sorry. I was actually looking from the PPT,
Okay,
Yeah,
no
Prabhuji,
problem.
I will send a recording and I'll look up the names also. So it's kind of easy.
That will be grateful, Mataji. And Mataji, like you chosen from Kunti prayers, Kunti Maharani's prayers, certain we have not read all, Mataji. Only
Yeah, all
specific,
Kunti Maharani's prayers are we have
like,
visited 18 through 43, all verses are important.
and in Bhishma Deva Stuti also we'll be reading all, Mataji, or some selected verses.
Yeah, the Bhishma Deva Stuti, like I showed earlier, it starts from the 12th verse to 24th verse. So we'll be doing that.
What about 1 to 11, Mataji? That is like
Yeah, I mean, we are doing like important shlokas, right? Prabhupada's often quoted. Yeah, so we are just dealing with those verses which Prabhupada often quoted. At least we can try to learn those. So.
And one more thing, Mataji, like this, some speakers other than ISKCON, they do this 7-day Bhagavad Saptaha. They choose some theme. They tell the stories and they choose certain slokas only. Is there any specific way, Mataji, like out of 12 cantos, only certain slokas need to be covered in Bhagavad Saptaha, or how it is? Any idea, Mataji?
Yeah, usually they learn it or pick it up from the guru. Maybe, they may have highlighted the important verses. So there are those kind of summary classes, and a lot of ISKCON devotees also give like summary classes, and we can just, listen to those key verses. Actually, there is one Prabhu in Australia. I was listening to his class. So he gives a full list of the key verses, like he was doing chapter wise summary. So he used to take a few verses from each chapter and like the important verses. So he used to just touch on those. So there are speakers, if we look, we may be able to find such speakers who, like even Gaurang Darshan Prabhu, if you have listened to his Bhagavad Pravaha, you can see that he will quote only a few verses from each chapter and he will beautifully summarize it, like the important key verses.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. And also the other link I will send you. Like, I think a long time back, I emailed that Prabhu to send me actually the list of verses. I think he sent me, I'm not sure. Let me check. And if I find it, I will email you, Prabhuji. I'll
Thank
share
you.
on the.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
No problem at all. Yeah, it's basically, if you listen to the speakers, they may have compiled an important list by, a lot of listening. So we just copy them. In ISKCON, we have to speak like a parrot. So we just repeat what they have spoken. We don't have to use much brains, right? We don't have to come up with anything original, just copy.
Yes, Mataji. Like Prabhupada purports, and there are 12 cantos, na Mataji. So much it is to conclude in 7 days. Practically, it is impossible. But some devotees, of course, they are no ISKCON devotees also. But the other Sampradaya devotees, they are like reciting and the story they conclude in so nice way that they attract the people. And of course, that's why I asked Mataji.
Yeah, Prabhu, there are many like Sri Vaishnava scholars also who actually do like the Saptaha kind of things, and they give very nice discourses also like that. They do that also, but
and story
usually,
form, and they add some kirtans in between, and so they make so palatable that everywhere means enjoy the Bhagavatam.
yes, Prabhuji, you're right. Yeah, mostly the katha you will find everywhere, Prabhu, but philosophy like Prabhupada nobody can give, because the philosophy
Absolutely.
is what which transforms our heart, right? So that
True.
heavy stuff only Prabhupada can give us the stick, and make us, and he can only make us actually improve. That's how I feel, at least. Only because of Prabhupada, before, we were in, born in a family where we had a lot of the scriptural, reading and all that going on, but I never really got anything out of it until I came in touch with Prabhupada books. So he will put us in the right mood and right spirit and, like right place. I feel like because of his mercy only, I feel I'm able to now understand the other classes also. Otherwise, I feel I was totally ignorant fool like that.
Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Yeah, Prabhupada's mercy is like too much mercy. He has just given like so, like one Mataji in London, when we were there, I used to do Bhakti Shastri with her. She said like he very cheaply gave away, everything in so many different languages, like for no cost. He just gave all the sublime truth. He gave away very simply like that. Prabhupada is so amazing. Like, yeah, the kind of transformation Prabhupada can bring to devotees, I think in Kali Yuga, that is like a first. Like, I don't think, the potency which Prabhupada carries is just amazing. From Mlechas, he can make Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. So it's very amazing.
Mataji, also you do some Sanskrit courses also, Mataji, or through Prabhupada purpose and word to word meaning, Mataji?
No, Prabhu, I don't do Sanskrit or anything. I just learn from Prabhupada books only. Whatever I know is Prabhupada's mercy. Prabhu. I am not finding too much time also to do like Sanskrit and all that. But I know like devotees, they learn Sanskrit with Prabhupada books. Like there are a couple of books which devotees have written to actually learn Sanskrit using Bhagavad Gita shlokas like that. So there are books available like that. So Actually, Prabhupada makes it easy that way.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you. very
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, some Sanskrit Vyakarana book, something. There are 3-4 books like that. I have those books, but I never, really got to learning Sanskrit like that. Thank you. Anybody else has any realization or comment? Okay, we will stop here.
Thank
We
you.
will.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Mataji. Thank you for encouraging. Your encouraging words definitely will get sometime. Thank you,
Sure,
Mataji.
Yeah, we have to mutually encourage, right, each other. Otherwise, I mean, we lose the interest. Kali Yuga is such, right? In Satsanga only we learn something. Otherwise, by ourselves, the interest fades and, we just don't do it after sometimes. So, yeah, I'm grateful to all of you for your kind association. We will recite the Vanchakalpa prayers, Vaishnava Pranam Mantra. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha
Pitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Jai
Very
Srila
good,
Prabhupada.
Mataji. Thank you.
Prabhupada ki jai, Her Grace Sukh Sagari Mataji ki jai. Thank you so much.
Jai, all goes to Shri Guru and Gauranga, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you, Indu Mataji. Vinita is busy today.
I think today and next week Mataji has some lessons.
Oh, okay. She did mention to me.
Yes,
She's always there, right? From morning 3:30. I know how she does it.
yes, Mataji. Shall I end the
Thank-
call, Mataji? Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank you.